Every single night, while you're completely unconscious, your brain is rebuilding itself. Here's what's actually happening, and why it matters more than any morning routine. Here's a question. Have you ever stayed up late studying, working, or cramming for a deadline, and then woke up feeling like nothing stuck? You read the material, you put in the hours, but the next day, it's like your brain hit the reset button. Most people blame themselves. They think they're not smart enough, not disciplined enough, not focused enough. But the real problem has nothing to do with effort. The real problem is that they never gave their brain the one thing it needed to actually keep that information. Sleep. And not sleep in the vague sense of rest is good for you. Sleep in a very specific, very mechanical sense that neuroscience has only recently begun to understand. Here's what's actually happening inside your head every night. During the day, everything you learn gets temporarily stored in a small structure called the hippocampus. Think of it like a USB drive. It can hold information, but it's limited, and it's not permanent. When you sleep, specifically during a phase called non-REM sleep, your brain starts transferring those temporary files from the hippocampus to the neocortex. The neocortex is your brain's hard drive. That's where long-term memories live. Dr. Matthew Walker, a neuroscientist at the University of California, Berkeley, discovered that during stage 2 non-REM sleep, your brain produces what are called sleep spindles, rapid bursts of electrical activity that physically move memories from short-term to long-term storage. These sleep spindles are not optional. They're the mechanism. Without them, the transfer doesn't happen. The USB drive fills up, and your brain starts overwriting what you've learned yesterday with what you're trying to learn today. Walker's research found that people who slept a full 8 hours after learning performed 40% better on memory tests than those who stayed awake. 40%. Not from studying more, from sleeping. And here's the part that most people miss. It's not just about the total hours, the quality of your sleep architecture. How much time you spend in each sleep phase determines how many of those spindles your brain can produce. Alcohol, screens before bed, irregular sleep schedules, all of these suppress sleep spindles, even if you technically slept 8 hours. So what do you actually do with this? 3 things. First, review whatever you want to remember 30 minutes before bed. Not on your phone, not while watching something. Focused review. Your brain prioritizes the last inputs it receives before sleep for overnight consolidation. This is called the recency to sleep effect, and it's one of the most underused learning strategies that exists. Second, protect your sleep spindles. That means no alcohol within 3 hours of bed, no screens in the last 30 minutes, and keep your room cool and completely dark. Walker's lab showed that even one night of disrupted sleep can reduce spindle production by nearly half. Third, go to bed and wake up at the same time every single day, including weekends. Your brain's sleep architecture is regulated by your circadian rhythm, and every time you shift your schedule, you disrupt the entire cycle. Consistency isn't a luxury. It's how your brain knows when to start the rebuild. Your brain isn't resting when you sleep. It's doing the most important work of the entire day. Every memory, every skill, every insight you want to keep. Sleep is what makes it permanent. If this changed how you think about sleep, you'll want to watch this next, where I break down why your brain makes you waste money without you even realizing it.